another great day here in sunny Florida, just enjoying life as usual. We always talk about this. I am sorry I haven't had any videos this past week. Well, actually I just had one, but I took some time off because I was on vacation. I actually didn't plan on taking time off, but I had such a great time relaxing and just, enjoying time with my family, which is important as well. So I really just needed to disconnect. And now that we're back, we're back on our grind, doing what we love. And what I love doing is these videos and talking to you about life and, helping to support each other. And one of the things I'm thinking about is supporting your significant other or your partner in life, even if it's just a family member, right? Showing support. Last week I talked about a video on supporting friends and families when they have a business and when they're striving and trying to get ahead and so forth. But actually, even supporting your partner, I think that is just as important. I read an article today, real brief, because I was getting ready and stuff to head out the house. But I read an article about a woman who was texting her friends and her co-workers about her husband being no good and being a loser. Violation. That is an extreme violation. You do not do that. There's two things. One, you don't put your business out there. I don't tell my friends my business. There's no need for them to know. They don't need to gas up no situation or anything like that. And two, you don't dog your husband. Of all people, your life partner, you don't dog your husband. Your husband is the other half of you. And to me, whoever you choose as your spouse, your significant other, that is a reflection of you as well. Right? I mean, that you do not do that. Now, me and my husband, it's interesting. We're both Aries, and we're very similar with some things, but we're also very much different. We really are. But for me to dog him, what does that say about me? And I chose him, right? Or he chose me, however it goes, but we're together. I chose to settle down with him. So what does that say about me? And then you send that to your coworkers about your man? Your coworkers? You're not even supposed to go to work and tell your coworkers none of your business to begin with, right? You just keep things really high level with your coworkers. High level, talking about your children, what you did for the weekend, high level. But you don't go into no deep, intimate things about your marriage, or even things about your children, and because everybody has problems. That's what it is. At the end of the day, everybody has problems. It's just how you deal with it. And we can all learn from each other and learn from our problems and learn from mistakes. But there's not a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people that once they know about your problems, they talk behind your back, they dog you, all sorts of things. And I don't really like that. That's one of the reasons why I don't tell people my business. But you are supposed to support your partner. And like right now, my husband, he is doing his YouTube channel, Kel Spills, it's toxic sports talk with Kel Spills. Yes, he loves sports. He's been a sports fanatic his entire life, our entire marriage. He watches everything from Wimbledon to football to, I mean, sometimes I'm like, you're watching golf? He watches golf. There is not any sport that does not interest him. We always have ESPN on in the house. He is always tuning in to Stephen A or something. So, for me, sometimes, I'll be honest, I used to get like, oh my God, you're watching that again. But I've learned that that's one of the things he enjoys. And guess what? He's home, right? I don't have to worry about where he is. I don't ever, blink an eye thinking, oh, my husband went out or stepped out or did anything crazy. Because at the end of the day, when he gets out of work, he comes home and he stays focused on those sports channels. But right now, what he has done is turned his love of sports, his passion for sports, into part of his profession and doing something that he loves. So right now, he is making a ton of YouTube videos, a ton of Twitter videos and TikTok videos, all talking about the game of sports, all talking about the teams, because he watches it, right? So now he's just talking about it and turning his passion into something else for him, because they say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. So that is one of the things that he is doing now. And I support him in that. It makes me feel so good to see him happy and to see him doing something that he enjoys doing, and to see him putting that effort in and inspiring him and you know, helping to be an assistant. Well, he calls me an assistant, I call myself the manager or whatever, right? Helping him in this journey as he's going along and finding his love of sports and turning that into a career for him. So it's important that me as a wife, that I am supportive of him. We don't have to make any money from it. That's always a plus, right? But if we don't ever make a dime, if you are happy doing what you're doing, because money is not everything. Money does set you up for success. I'm not going to tell you that money is not important. Money is important. Money is just not everything, right? You don't live just for money. Money helps you to live, but that is not just the key factor and the only important thing in life. And the reason why I'm saying this is because my husband, he's doing his YouTube channel and so forth, and subscribe, Sports Talk with Kel Spills, and it's just so refreshing to see his take and his spin on things, and you know how his mind is going and how he's really trying to capture the audience and so forth. And I feel like my job as his wife is to support him. So for you out there, if there's what is it that your significant other likes to do? What is it that they have a passion about? Do they like to make pottery? Do they like to make t-shirts? Do they like to even mow the grass? Some people love doing garden work. Maybe can that be a lawn business for them? What is it that they enjoy doing? Do they like doing, you know, like curb appeal, making people's the front of people's homes look good? I actually do like that. I just don't like being in the sun too much, so that's why I don't do that. I don't like sweating. I live in Florida, but I can't do the burning sun all the time. But you know, things like that, I just think that that's important, and I think that people should take more time out to recognize what their other partner brings to the table and what they can bring to the table. So like that wife that was dogging her husband, what purpose did that serve? What purpose did that serve? You telling your coworkers? They're probably all talking about you now, because what does that say about you? You chose to settle down with him, and you still stayed with him. And I mean, in this day and age, I don't promote divorce, but you don't have to stay with somebody if they're no good. If you married somebody and you found out that, you know, after you marry them, they are someone completely different and they're not who you thought that they were, even though I believe marriage is a lifetime commitment. I've only been married one time. I'm glad to say that, and I hope it stays that way. But there is a choice for you to walk away if you feel like that person is bringing you down and not contributing. So how dare you go to work and talk about them and say all those negative things instead of lifting them up? What you should do is try to find out, what does your partner like to do? Is there something else that interests your partner? Is your partner can he, instead of you saying that he's a loser and he's good for nothing, I'm sure he was good for something. There was something that you loved about him at one point in your life, right? So what was it that you loved about him? What was it? What is it? What are the things that he likes to do? Does he like animals? Can he do like a dog sitting company? He can start up something like that, right? All these things are important, and I think all these things define who people are, and it's a part of their personality. So for you to sit there and instead of supporting them and encouraging your husband to be a better person, for you to dog them, that really just does not say much about you as a character, right? It does say a lot about your character, to be quite honest, because you're I remember I'll be honest with you too. I had a coworker myself one time, and all that person did was speak negative about their partner. Negative. And you know, it's one thing when you joke about your husband not picking up throwing his dirty socks on the floor, or you know, leaving his cup on the counter. But it's another thing to go to work and with your coworkers, not your friends, your coworkers, and dog your man and say all those bad things about them. That is something completely different altogether. And I had to ask that person one time. I was like, well, do you love him? Because if you are talking that poorly about the person that you made a vow and that you made a commitment to, I could only imagine how you're talking about me when I'm not there. If this is somebody you supposedly love and I'm just another fluke or a person that you met, I know you were dogging me when I'm not around, because there's just certain things. It was to the point where I was actually uncomfortable hearing the things about the other person. I was very uncomfortable because I'm like, okay, what do I say? Because when you're talking crap about your man, I'm not going to add to that, right? I'm not going to put, what do you want me to say? So you just got to think about that too. What kind of situation or predicament do you put other people in? So don't go around dogging your partner. Don't go around telling other people all these negative things about your marriage, your friend, anything. Try to help people. I think that more people in this world need to be more positive and need to be a better influence on others, right? So think about that. Whatever it is that your partner loves to do, try to support them. And maybe when they get to where their desired goal is, they'll pay it forward and help you as well, right? They'll look back and be like, hey, when we're doing this together. Because even in like I was telling you about my husband's channel, it's his channel and it's his thing that he's doing, but I feel like we're on this journey together because I'm helping to promote him. I'm helping to do some of the things on the Twitter. I'm helping to see him develop and grow and aspire, and he is rising to the next level, and I see that, and I feel like I'm a part of that journey with him. So just my message to you, your partner, don't dog them, support them. You know, I try not to be negative and say, and I don't try to use the words don't. I try to use more of do, and speak in positive connotations for the most part. But what I saw and read this morning was so disturbing that I really just, it kind of set me back a little bit. You see how that negative energy kind of fed off into my world and spewed? Because I was like, what? So anyway, support your partner, show them love, show them that you believe in them. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish together. United we stand, divided we fall. I believe in that completely. So stand behind your partner, support them. Let me know what it is that your partner wants to do. What is it that you guys might even do together? You'll stay strong. You'll get stronger together. And I believe in you, and just have the confidence and the courage to believe in them. All right. Nice talking to you. I hope these were some good words of wisdom and food for thought for you. And see you next time. Bye. Ciao, ciao.